Pugh is leaving the building.
He is.
Get the Pope on the line. Let me know when you get him. I'll come talk to him. Mayor Ronnie Marks up here. Mayor, let's start with the big news yesterday. Remington, it was official. How'd y'all keep that quiet for so long?
Well, it was a great announcement.
You didn't tell me to start with.
No, I didn't.
That's one reason.
Well, one of the things that we do is, as you know, I tell you about Project X and Project Traveler, and that's a code name that everybody uses. Until about a week or so ago, I could have guessed what it was and was pretty sure that I knew.
When you called it?
Well, I just
Didn't you mention that we were going to get a big announcement here 2 weeks ago when you were up here?
I did, and I said hopefully by Valentine, and we missed it a few days, but this is big. This is big for this area. Anytime, you know, we got steel case here in the community. It's the largest steel case in the world, and it has about 1,100 or 1,200 employees. And this plant in the next 5 years will have close to 2,000 employees.
Goodness.
And that's big.
We're in the old Chrysler building, $500,000.
The old Chrysler building. It's got about 500,000 square feet of space right by the jet port. We put money and skin in the game, or an incentive, because we believe it's important for our community.
All right, explain that. Morgan Limestone, Decatur Daily front page this morning to help pay for the plant, counties to provide $2 million in incentives. How does that work?
Yeah, well, what we done, Huntsville took the charge of this, and we let them in the state carry the lead. But Morgan County, Limestone County, the city of Madison, and of course Huntsville all put the incentive package together. The incentive package with Limestone County was $1 million. Limestone County Commission is putting $500,000 into the project. The City of Athens is putting $250,000 in the package. And then TVA in lieu of tax money that comes through Tom Hill's office is putting $250,000 in the package to make $1 million.
So this wouldn't have worked unless everybody worked together.
No, over a 3-year period of time. So, you know, sometimes we compete, and other times in life you have to work together for the good of what you believe for the community. And so
bottom line, Ronnie, why did they choose Huntsville? Because I know there were like lots of other sites.
Well, one is we're a right-to-work state. We believe in Second Amendment rights, you know, and the other thing is we've got an incredible workforce in North Alabama. We have the people that come here from the steel case that wrote letters to compliment this area, to people at Carpenter Technology. This AIDT training program that the state has, where they train people to put them into certain positions, screen through them to make sure that they're eligible candidates, is an incredible incentive for people that's coming into the state. Very little turnover, and it's just a great place.
It's
like
great
we said,
news.
it's this Tennessee Valley area is hot as it can be, and we're going to have 2 or 3 other announcements. I don't know how.
Don't lay me hanging on a limb here.
Well, one of them is no, I'm kidding.
When do you think they'll open in the Chrysler plant?
They'll be doing a lot of work in retrofitting the building over the next 12 months, 9 to 10 months, and then they'll have about 200 employees, I understand, in the next 12 months. Then in the 2nd through the 5th year, they'll really start bringing
So not only did this area get a great facility, you know, they got like 4 or 5 others worldwide, but they also got a building that's been vacant for 10 or so years now.
That's absolutely right.
Just like what happened to Carpenter down there.
Delphi and Carpenter building down there to fill and to keep this, you know, anytime we can feed our families and help clothe our kids and feed our kids and have them a place to have homes and a place to play and a place to worship, this is what this community is about. And it's just a great place to live.
It is.
Hey, speaking of TVA, I see the TVA president's going to visit the Shoals coming up here. Is it this week or next week? Joe Rich now, an old buddy of mine from back in the 70s, has been named to the board now. Chairman, isn't he?
Yeah, he's chairman. I sat by Joe yesterday. We laughed about a few things. It was good to see him.
Yeah, he's been doing things a long time. I see your picture here. You're cutting a ribbon out through the snow at Firehouse Subs the other day.
Yeah, it was a big crowd. That's
down there, and that was yesterday at Really Remington. But Firehouse Subs, they opened last week right beside Roy's place. And Seth, then at Herbs and More. It'd be good business for them. People going to eat a sandwich, feel like they're getting fat, just stop by there and get them some Dieter's Delight and kind of go from there. Holly's going to be with us later this week. We just talked about Chili Challenges coming up Saturday. You know, there's a lot of politicians in that this year.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
my election is not in 2016, so I wish him well.
And one of our great friends is one of the judges this year, Dion.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's one of the judges, and I think Judge Woodruff is a judge. And Pat told me yesterday who the other was. I don't recall who that was, but it is chili time. And tomorrow we're going down to the ball game. Wallace State, Athens plays at 1:30, so we're going to have video of that. They got a tough chore tomorrow.
Well, they got a real tough, but hey, we got to play well on them sometimes. So
you know, they beat the team Friday night 98 points.
Well, they wasn't playing anybody. Why don't we put those Potts boys on them?
Well,
now, it's a tough one. They're a great ball team, but listen, our kids are so happy to be there.
They can do it.
They're proud of them. We're proud of them. However it comes out, and I tell you, that's why you play the game. We're not.
They won 23 in a row.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they've done good. What else is happening here in the city of Athens? What can we anticipate going in the spring?
My youth commission is starting back, and 9th and 10th grade kids. We tried to have it last week. It snowed, and was going to have it starting tomorrow, and now we got the ball game at 1:30, so we postponed it again. And I finished 11th and 12th grade kids, me and Holly and some others, and now we're starting the 9th and 10th grade bunch. So
let's
a lot
go
of fun.
I know you had some good groups.
Let's go back to last week.
Sure.
I want to give a shout out to Athens Utilities. We only lost our power, I think, from like 10:45 that night up to about 6 that morning. On our street, but was there any major damages?
No, not any major damages. The tough part of last week was it was so sporadic with tree limbs falling and falling on the weatherheads close to the houses and so forth. You know, if we had a whole grid out, Jamie, we can concentrate our forces into a certain area and we can run down whether it's a substation or whether it's major. But when you have one pop here and there and everywhere, you got our guys out working all night long, and they did a super job. But we had some complaints, and we're always trying to learn from those. So,
but I bet you had few, because I mean they were right on it.
Many, that's right.
Let me tell you how stupid and prepared we are. You know, it goes out, so it's dark. You know, I said, well, we ain't gonna freeze to death. So, you know, I get up that morning, it bleeps on, then it goes off. So I said, let me go get the flashlight. Well, I go in there and grab this new flashlight I'd bought for the Christmas parade. Well, the thing shines right in my eyes, first of all, blinds me. 2 minutes later, it's dead. So I go get the other flashlight. It's dead. So then I said, okay, I'm going to have to open the garage door somehow, because I don't have no power, because Abby is going to fix breakfast for us and get some coffee, because you got power here. Well, about the time I got ready to, reach up there trying to jerk that chain, power comes on. Well, then I had to jerk it again. I had to stand up on the back of the Hummer, almost kill myself, jerking the chain again to get it to where the power would open.
You need to get Mr. Wells to tell you that story about being locked in his garage.
Oh, wow.
When did that happen?
Well, that was some time ago. Harold, you tell that when you come back on.
I think I'll call Carol.
It's a funny story, and he had to wind up calling the fireman to
get him out of his garage.
So, anytime you really need us, Jamie, if we're not busy with the fire, we'll come get you.
Yeah,
Jamie, we have a door.
Yeah. Get in. What? Anything else, Ronnie, we need to know about?
No, things are going good. We're just really busy, and it's a lot of fun things going on in Athens. Just, again, a good community to live in and work in, and just a lot of fun.
And if you're struggling with your utility bills, contact them.
Absolutely.
And they'll work with you.
Can we make payments on those?
Yes,
you can.
We can.
They'll work with you.
And we will do whatever we can. I've had a few calls last week. Some people that have got fixed incomes, and this is a tough time, and we're working with them. Amy Golden will help you work out a program, and we'll get you caught up and get things. We're not going to cut people's lights out until we make every effort that we can to keep them on.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, let me do a couple news things that I got. Y'all heard about the West Limestone man arrested for starving his cattle. Boy, Sheriff Blakey was all over that. One thing he don't take kindly is people letting their animals starve to death.
True.
It's your responsibility.
I saw him on the 48 last night, but the sheriff did a good job on that. But did y'all hear about the guy flying for Ethiopian jetliner? One of the co-pilots hijacked the plane.
Where'd he go?
He faked it.
Well, he's going to jail now for the rest of his life, but I mean, he locked the pilot out and hijacked the plane and was going to land it in some country and crawl out the window and seek asylum.
What's it you say? How'd that go?
Yeah, how'd that go, Frank? Not too good. I mean, talk about an idiot.
Not
I mean,
good
but yeah.
We have a lot of them out there.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you, Ronnie. Volkswagen voted down the union in Chattanooga by about a couple hundred votes over the weekend. That was a major deal right there.
That's a big deal. Yes, it is.
I mean, a lot of people are shocked he did that, but they said we like to do things. We like to deal with the people that own the company, not another company running that.
Third party.
That's very important for this area. And I don't want to get into all the details of it, but I tell you, when people start looking at your area and they start looking at whether you voted to the union, they're gonna back off in a hurry, in my opinion.
It's a big
All
deal now.
Let me tell y'all who's coming up on the show tomorrow. Seth will be here at Herbs and More. A guy running for governor of the great state of Alabama, running against Governor Bentley, is going to be here tomorrow. He has a statewide plan for a lottery. Stacey George. He was scheduled to be with us last week, but we got snowed out. He will be with us tomorrow. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to you people running for something. If you want a free plug, give me a call, and I'll put you on. After that, I have to charge you. So I had to be legal about everything. So, but yeah, Stacy George will be with us tomorrow. Look forward to having him up here. And don't forget, the new swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated, Ronnie, just turned 50 years old. The new one comes in the mail today. It'll be available on the stands. I'm probably tomorrow.
If Zach gets it tonight, you'll see it tomorrow. And don't forget the Home and Garden Show is
Home and Garden
coming
Show's coming up. You're right.
Right, they'll be with us the last Wednesday of the month, but mark your calendar, March 1st and 2nd. That's
Things
always a lot
blooming.
of fun.
I mean,
know.
popping.
I'm
That's
so
good.
ready for spring.
Frank, are you saying warm weather's here to stay?
We got another cold front.
We
Thanks,
need
Frank.
I'm so ready for buttercups. What about you guys?
I'm ready for anything above
too.
freezing.
Yeah.
Okay, 35 this morning felt good, but it's going to
Somebody
be a
was joking to me, since I've took office, all we've had is bad weather. So
We had our share this week. All right, we'll update y'all more.
Nice
Thank you for coming up this morning about the marriage camp. Thank you again, Mayor Remarks. Good to see you. We'll take a break for the day. We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.